Community means togetherness, bringing everybody together to understand each other, being able to communicate and not be afraid that your next door neighbor or your person won't care about what's going on in your life. If you spoke to them, they will understand and try to help you get through that struggle.
I think that's the next big piece in Long Beach. It's not about one campaign, but it's about how are we changing the culture and how are we talking about addressing issues in our communities where we're having really honest conversations and not saying it's about an individual, but there are structural processes that keep communities oppressed that we can really address, and making sure that our city and our local government feels ownership of trying to make some of these positive changes and that they're doing that alongside community members that understand the impacts.
The school has been a blessing. Like, my kids wake up in the morning wanting to come to school, knowing that the teachers care, the staff make sure that the kids are safe. We have to pick our kids up. You can't let your kids walk by themselves. The teachers know who the parents are, and the learning environment is excellent for my kids.
I've been really privileged to be a part of the Be Safe program, taking kids from MLK Park and Admiral Kidd Park, Silverado Park and Drake Park out on field trips so that they can get to learn about the natural world, the environment, and the importance of protecting the environment right here in their own backyard.
Before I got in the union, I wasn't able to find any careers or even any temporary work where I had any long-term opportunities. And I was working 4 jobs. I had a job in Torrance, and the same day I'd have to drive to Brea for that part-time job. I was going all over the place, and I was working 7 days a week, no holidays. I opened up the newspaper, and there were ads for being an electrician. So I called all the numbers I could find, and every single one of them, even though if it was advertised, no experience necessary, as soon as they heard my voice, it became, you need to have at least 2 years of prior experience.
My family, we moved pretty much all over Long Beach. I mean, we were in different cities here and there. You know, I've dealt with homelessness too. So like, I know what it's like to be in motels. Like, I know what it's like to be in cars, other people's couches. Sometimes, like, I remember being under that bridge, you know. School was hard for me to get to. And though we had one small car, sometimes we couldn't pay for gas. So sometimes I just wasn't able to make it to school. And I was always late too, even when I did make it to school. I wasn't really able to focus, like I wasn't all there and I wasn't paying attention in class. And you know, some of my teachers, not all of them, but some, they kind of just blew me off and they gave me that look like of disgust, like I'm not gonna be nobody.
I feel that if teachers were more involved with their children, the children in the classroom, knowing that they come from a home that's torn apart and the kid is not knowing how to express themselves, they should be able to be that person the kid can talk to without being sent out of classroom and making them feel even worse about themselves. You know, that makes kids want to join gangs and join unnecessary things because they feel that's the only thing that's available to them.
As a high school student walking home alone, it's really hard because you'll never know what's out there. We got banged on by gang members nearby Stevens. It was scary because they pointed a gun at me. They said, what you got, where's your phone? We got stopped by the gang members before Keyshawn died. Yeah, it's the same people that killed Keyshawn. So I really thought it was gonna be us who was gonna die. Before, nearby Stevens, you could just walk and jog, but now, it's not safe anymore. I've been staying home a lot because of that incident.
When it comes to walking through dangerous neighborhoods, I'm always on the lookout for anything that could be coming my way. Like, I always clench my fist like into a wall, like just to make sure like I don't show no fear and stuff like that. Like, I try not to mad dog because, you know, might give off the wrong impression, but I try not to look like I'm scared at the same time.
Safety is a very big issue with me and my family. For one, I walk Genesis to school. I try to keep them in good environments, like I take them to the park, or if we're not at the park, we spend a lot of the time at the school, which is a very safe place.
Neighborhoods are dangerous only because, You know, the people that stay there, they're tired, they're angry, I mean, for people living in dangerous neighborhoods, you know, like it's tiring to live from paycheck to paycheck. Like they're tired of not getting like quality food and quality water in their communities. They're pretty much fed up.
The rent is too high. I feel it's not helping us parents who are low income being able to progress. Like we're struggling day by day to make it.
My current place, he was a slumlord. He didn't fix anything. I had mold. He painted over the bathtub. And when I asked him to fix these things, he never fixed them. Why should I have to pay all my rent when he's not doing what he's supposed to do for me as a tenant? And I was calling housing authorities and, you know, so many resources that I had that I thought that I could go through, but at the end of the day, they were on his side. It was a stressful situation even looking for another place to move. I felt like if I'm not good enough, I even did my hair and everything when I was going to these places, and it was just like they wasn't messing with me. I felt like giving up, but I couldn't, because if I gave up, then me and my kids wouldn't have a place to stay. So I kept pursuing them, and I kept pursuing them, like to let them know, like, you know, I really want this place. And then he ended up calling me and we moved in.
As much as life throws at you, you can let it out, but just never give up. Don't feel that that's the end.
To be a great society and to be a great city, all residents need opportunity and need the chance to live happy, healthy lives, not just those that live in certain parts of Long Beach, but all residents of Long Beach.
Long Beach denied our charter renewal. The LA County couldn't come to an agreement, so now we go to the state. We're just hoping and praying that they give us our charter renewal in July, or else a lot of kids will be out of luck. If I was able to speak to the city council and the mayor of Long Beach, I would tell them that they need to keep New City School here where it's at and stop playing around. No, I'm serious, because this school means a lot to so many parents, especially us low-income families who can't travel across town to take our kids to dual immersion programs, which they probably won't get into.
I am thrilled for the PLA that just passed. I'm thrilled for my neighbors in Long Beach. It's a project labor agreement, and it means that a certain amount of the employees, actually all of them, have to be people that have a zip code nearby. It doesn't mean that they have to have any prior experience. This is a great opportunity for all of us as a community to be able to take these new jobs, learn a new skill, start a career, have pensions and health care benefits, and overtime and weekends off, time with your family. It's just amazing. Please, please, please invest in North Long Beach, also West Long Beach. These are areas that it's a very diverse community and a lot of blue collar workers, and we could use more funds there.
I know for some people it feels good, just like, you know, I gave this homeless man $1, or I helped out with my jacket or something like that. I mean, there's so much more you can do. You can really help somebody and get them off the street. And I also work with the Every Student Matters campaign, working on like the punitive practices that they have. Like if a student is late to class, they're sent to a room where they basically do nothing. They can't do homework, they can't do anything productive. They sit there and they're not being educated. Although Jordan has improved, we're working to make it an even better school.
With the recent victory in Los Angeles with raising the wage to $15 an hour, we fully hope that that will come to Long Beach, where we can make sure that all of our workers can make a respectable wage, a humane wage, and spend that money locally to make sure our economy is growing.
The light is at the end of the tunnel. It's just we got to go through these struggles to get there.